Yes.
Point to point.
Yes.
Point to point brackets.
Yes.
Boxes of cable.
2 boxes, yeah. No.
Laptop.
Yes.
Switch.
Yes.
External box.
Yes.
Screws.
Yes.
Bolts. We've got some. I need to pick up some more bolts on our way.
Okay. Yes.
You got screwdriver bits.
Yeah. This is all the stuff that you gave me yesterday.
Did you see?
You got any bendy ones?
Try and not break these ones.
I'll try my best. Confidence, I think. Yeah. First time on site with them.
What's in that? Is that point to point?
That's a point to point. This is an external heavy duty weatherproof box to put into. Okay. Could you tell me which you move stuff? Where's bolts and screws?
I ain't got a clue.
We are going to a client of ours who lives out in villages. They have some barns, some areas where they don't get internet to. So we are going to go and install a point-to-point in from their little office across to a short throw across to one of their barns. Should be a fairly straightforward, simple job today. I realise I've just jinxed that by saying it. But we should already have one of the cable runs in place because they've got an external AP. We're going to convert their external AP into an AP for another area, pop a point to point in, mount the point to point, run a piece of cable, mount a box on the wall, put a switch into it, connect that it's working, put an AP on the external AP on the end of it so it throws it into their courtyard and walk away. So we're on site, we're doing a point-to-point installation. We have an aluminium top barn, which we are currently mounting a bracket to. We are mounting a bracket, we're bolting the bottom end and we're screwing in the top side to hold it in place. And then we're gonna run a cable, I'm gonna drill a hole and pop a cable through. And we're gonna mount a box on the inside that's an external weatherproof box. Because it's going inside a barn, it's going to be covered, but we still don't want mank getting into it. So we've got an external box, much like an electrician would use for external outside electrics. Going to mount that to the wall, and inside that we'll have a switch mounted to it so that the whole thing can be moved if needed, and the whole thing is protected so that it feeds power to our point to point. Should be fun. So I think we're going to swap. You're going to give me the wrench.
Yeah.
I'm going to spin them on so they're right close. I'm going to hold with the wrench. You're going to from the
Spin
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. After you've tightened these, I want you to get the 8mm drill bit, metal drill bit,
Yeah.
and drill a hole just underneath your right hand bolt,
Yeah.
so that we've got a poke through for the cable.
Okay, senor.
Okay. Now bring it back and just work the drill round. Yeah, Robin is having some height restriction issues. That big pile of stones, Robin.
Yeah, no, but I've got to reach over there.
Yeah, but you're long.
Ah, so that's why you bring me to site. Now it all makes sense.
We're gonna go across the top, do a big coil, cable tie the coil together, drop down so that you've got a feed. Okay.
Can you reach that one?
What are you trying to say, Robin? Trying to say I'm short?
They listen, okay, they're all the time.
Step back over onto solid ground.
Oh, thanks.
When the sun goes
Thanks.
out.
Oh, my hero.
Yeah,
I was just about to say, where do you want a box? But yeah, right there is good.
right there. Power can go out to the switch. Our cable can go in, our switch can go in it. Done. Tack those.
Yeah.
We need to go at that end, Robin, because I can't reach that end. So when Robin was stood on this big pile,
Sorry.
I stood there and let my hand out to help him. No, I don't need your assistance. I've got confidence in what I do. Good. That bit done. Do that bit, put the box in. You can put the box in while I go over and pop off the antenna, pop out the cable, run a new piece of cable, and figure out where the hell we're going to mount it. Mount the bracket. How he is doing. Then we've got that pole's mounted. We'll go over and mount the other pole. We will pull the tags, pin them. I've got to put the power supply. I hope you bought the power supply. Okay. Perfect. Let's go get I've just mounted the bracket and the pole on the other side and run the piece of cable. So let's come down, let's get this pole mounted. And then we'll do terminations on cables. And while we're terminating cables, we'll get the point-to-point sorted out so that they're plugged in place. That should then be connection. Then I've just got to fiddle about with the Wi-Fi thing to see whether I can make that Wi-Fi thing work. Don't leave our rubbish behind.
Outstanding.
The center it should be. We'll be back at this in a minute because I need to plug into it to make sure we get in there. But for the moment, we're good. What's next? We're going over to the other side to do the exact same but on the opposite side. Let's terminate this first. Off for the moment because I don't want outside. Okay, network. Let's not take everything. I need Right, let's go play with point to points. Ow. I'm programming point to points to make the connection. The laser is so that we can get precise angle of the point to point, because you can eyeball it. We're on a short throw, so I could, but I need to be behind it to eyeball it. So what we do is place a laser on top of it. I can see where the laser lands and I can then adjust where I need to adjust to get signal. Robin is going to go over and grab the laptop and an Ethernet cable. We're going to plug into the switch where we, in the box, test. We've got internet connectivity. And I can test internet speed. So what I'm doing now, Christoph, is I'm wired in now to the other end of the point to point. So we're at the barn end, and I'm just pulling up a speed test page so that I can see how fast the broadband speed is, because they've got GigaClear, so therefore it should be fairly fast. It is 101 meg down and 120 meg up.
Good speed. Good speed.
On a point-to-point connection. That's not bad at all. Right, okay, so now you're going to give me the black cable. We're going to temporarily, rarely wire it in. Come in.
Yes.
Done there.
Okay.
Haha, power. Hold. Go that way. Don't get tangled.
Solution?
So the AP has got its own little power supply unit to it, which is a pain in the ass that it doesn't go off of our switch. But because it's got its own little power supply, I've plugged it into that so I can test. Got lights?
Got power.
So Robin's going to fill some bits and pack up duty. I've tested the repurpose thing, and it kind of throws Wi-Fi here outside, but once you step into the buildings, the Wi-Fi's gone, which is kind of what I expected, because it has not got enough kick on it to get through the thick walls. The barns have got really thick walls, so kind of not enough throw. So either going to run in some cabling underground to wire the building up and put an AP inside it, or it needs a big boy Wi-Fi external device like we've installed on this property before for the other side, mounting and pointing in the right direction. So Robin's going to do some filling of just the holes with some silicone, just to make them nice and neat. Then he's going to do kit pack up. I will put this bit all together and put it all away. Then we are done. Oh, laptop's going. Oh.